Yo, this is Dark, and here's a quick boss guide on the Silken Court, the double boss fight. The two bosses share HP, so make sure you're stacking them as much as you can and cleave them down. For tanks, the noob boss will do piercing strikes, so make sure you're swapping after each one. Throughout the fight, the bosses are going to be summoning scarabs that are going to fixate and try to kill the players they're fixating at. Everyone else, make sure you're CCing those, DPSing them down. Impelling Eruption is a huge frontal from the new boss. Make sure you're standing out of that. Otherwise, you're going to be stunned. One of the bosses will be casting web bombs around the arena. They're going to be swirlies. Standing in those are going to slow you by 20% and doing damage, so make sure you are not in those until you need to be. The new boss will be doing a Burrow Eruption, which will be relocating him to the edge of the room. And that's where he'll be starting his charge attack. To stop his charge attack from doing heavy damage to the raid, you're going to need two players to go onto a web bomb, get stuck together, and spread that web out from the charge. So you can catch him in the middle of the charge, stopping him and increasing damage he takes for the duration he is stunned. Make sure you're not spreading too far with your web, otherwise it will snap and the boss will charge and slam into the wall, doing heavy damage. Note, on heroic, you will need two sets of webs to stop the boss from charging. Venomous Rain will be doing AoE on several players. Make sure you're spreading for that and don't stack on each other. And the caster boss will be doing Skittering Leap, jumping to a different location, so you'll have to reposition. For the first intermission, Takaj will be in the middle of the room doing a bunch of pie slice web frontals, so you want to make sure you're dodging those, rotating. At the same time, she'll have an absorption shield on her. To get out of the intermission, you have to break that absorption shield, so make sure you're dodging the frontals and doing damage. In phase 2, there won't be a charge anymore, but Takaj will do web vortex, which is going to pull everyone together, and also putting strands of webs on pairs of players, so make sure you and the other player that you're web together, spread out and break those webs as soon as possible. Takaj also in phase 2 has a frontal attack, so you want to be dodging that. It's indicated by a big web frontal. For Takaj's ultimate ability in phase 2, she'll be doing Cataclysmic Empatry. When she's casting this, she'll always be in the middle of the arena, and to stop it, you'll be using Stinging Swarm, which is a dispel. You have to get 3 dispels next to the boss, so it bounces to the boss. You don't want anyone close to you when you're dispelling that player who's next to the boss. You get 3 of those stacks on her, and it will interrupt her at stopping the cast. And if you don't stop the cast, you will die. For phase 2, the new boss will be in the middle of the arena with the same absorption shield, so you want to be breaking that. At the same time, he's going to be spawning big brown donuts and brown circles that will be launching spikes at you, so get out of those donuts and circles, and at the same time hitting the boss. Now during phase 3, Nerub-Ar gets his charge again. But you can't stop this with the webbing eggs that are on the ground. You're going to have to stop it with the web vortex. So make sure not everyone's breaking their webs, because you'll need those webs to stop the charge. Also in phase 3, the new boss will do his donuts and brown spike circle attacks. So make sure you're dodging those. And then there's also Unleash Swarm, which is AoE damage to the whole raid. Each time it's cast, it's going to be doing more and more damage. So it's a soft enrage. So make sure you're killing the boss quicker. And that's it. You killed the goddamn court. On to the queen, dude. If you found these guides helpful, please like and subscribe.